If you really want to know the current administration's strategy, it's very simple. The Trump administration is currently creating debacles and frustrations and quagmires all over the place with the 75 to 100 executive orders, as well as his actions, especially on trade as well as tariffs. Why is he doing this? All the while during the State of the Union speech, what did he do? He blamed Joe Biden, who's out of office, who left him a tremendously strong economy, just higher prices that were born out of Trump tariffs from his first administration. However, that's okay. But what's not okay is that the American people is being psychologized into believing that somehow it's still Joe Biden's fault. So what does Trump do? He creates this environment of chaos that he can simply rescind his orders. He can simply back off and stop doubling down on the ridiculous tariffs and trade problems and wars. And he can say that he saved the day by bringing everything back to normal, forgetting that he created all of these catastrophes himself. This is their plan. This is how they placate the people. Look at the State of the Union address, just for 10 seconds. Just look at it. Every single thing that came out of his mouth, to include, the transgender versus transgenetics. He said it was transgender that they got an $8 million grant, when it was transgenetics that used the genes from humans in rats to observe how disease worked within rats so we can repair those diseases and problems within humans. But what did Trump say? He said it was transgender. And I think it was on purpose, because he's not, well, he is dumb, but he's not that dumb. He's more cunning than that. So it was strategically done to violate the premise and the study of the University of Cincinnati's transgenic program that was funded for $8 million. And then he turned around and he introduced people from the gallery, and he did it more often than any other person, I think, in the history of State of the Union speeches. Why? If you tell a lie on one hand, and then you add an emotionally charged tale or story, a true story, a real thing that occurred, and you add that on the tail end of it, you will take that emotional charge and just wrap it around the lie. And that is what you remember. You will forever feel the pain of that emotionally charged story when you think of the lie that was told. This is a form of conditioning. It's a Russian technique, believe it or not, as well as a Nazi technique. But this type of conditioning makes people believe the lie because they can associate an emotion with it. So every single major lie Trump told during the speech was followed up by what? An emotionally charged story. True, something verifiable, something tragic, something so heinous. And some of the stories were exaggerated a little bit, but for the most part, you can verify it. So don't be fooled. Trump believes that the American public is just stupid. That's what most con men think, that everybody else is stupid but them. So beware, and I hope this helped. Thank you.